Okay. And then just go ahead and just kind of feel the body. So any movements that just feel nice, feel natural, feel like they're just coming out of you. Okay. And then we'll start with something we haven't done before, which is the really nice. Actually, first let's just start with some observation. So take the feet apart let- about hips distance, and then put a little bend in your knees, and then drop the tailbone. So feel the whole weight of your body going down from your tailbone and into your feet. All right, and then make sure that you're balanced between the front and the back of your foot. Let the arms be relaxed, and then lift the chest and slightly tuck the chin. All right, great. And then with the arms, we're just going to bend the elbows out slightly and turn the palms back. All right, so palms go back, elbows bend slightly. All right, cool. And this is called Wuji in Qigong. It's like the standing observation pose. All right, cool. So I'll try to gently feel the fingertips reaching down towards the floor, just so the shoulders aren't that tensed up. Again, tailbone dropping, crown of the head lifting. And then just take a couple easy breaths and just simply notice how the body is today. So it's always important to remember that we're not trying to get rid of stuff. We're not trying to change anything. While that will happen, but it will happen a lot faster if we actually don't try and do that. So we're just observing how things are. It's not up to us to really get rid of stuff. It's just up to us to look at it and then basically to change our mind about it. And most often, changing our mind about it being a problem to just it being a situation. Okay, so just a couple more breaths here. Just looking. Okay, nice job. Just bring the feet a little bit closer together, and we'll start off actually with a couple pulling down the heavens. So inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, we'll bring the hands down the central channel. So the palms will face toward you. Bring down the face, the throat, the heart, the stomach, down towards the floor. Bend the knees a little bit, palms face down. And then inhale, reach up, gently straighten the knees, reaching up to the heavens. And exhale, bring the hands, that sky energy down the central channel. Kind of like you're cleansing everything down into the earth, palms face down, bend the knees, and inhale, repeat. And just keep going with your own pace. All right, let the breath be as slow and gentle as you can make it. And then just really follow the energetic imprint that your hands are setting. And so the hands are already a huge energy center. A really big part of the brain is connected to the hands. And so the hands in and of themselves already have a little bit of power, but when we bring our attention, when we merge our mind with the hands, then we can really experience some pretty fascinating things. Okay, great. Try one more. And the next time the hands are down, go ahead and leave the hands down. Great. And then we'll just have The hands right in front of the lower dantian here. That's the palms facing in, kind of like you're holding that chi ball. Right below the belly button. Right tailbone dropped. Elbows nice and heavy. And just keep your attention on the energy in the palms and the open space right in the center of the body below the navel. So that lower dantian area. Okay, and the palms face down out to the sides of the body. Okay, so palms facing down, so palms facing towards the earth. All right, great. And then just sense your feet touching the earth and sense your hands, not literally touching the earth, but sense the hands connected to the earth. And take a couple easy breaths. Okay, great. And then open the eyes, kind of just shake it out a moment. Okay, so now we'll do this thing we haven't done before. It's really, really nice. Um, the, the, so we've the done the inner smile meditation before. Then we're gonna kind of do the inner smile as like a warm up. So to start off, and just stand here with eyes closed, and we're just gonna kind of bring that inner smile quality into us. Okay, so just imagine somebody who that just makes you happy. So just the thought of this person makes you smile, and then see their face and just see the other face smiling to you. And then just notice what it feels like to receive this person smiling at you. What does it feel like to receive that smile? All right, great. And then see if you can just embody that feeling. So embody that smile into the body, right? See how that feels. And then see if you could transfer that smile from this person into your mind and then smiling at your body. So any part of the body that is just natural for you to sense right now, just smile to it. Okay, great. And then let's just start to shake the wrists. That's where we're going to smile at all the joints in the body. All right, so shake the wrists and then smile to the wrists. That's eyes can be closed if you want, right? Creating some movement, mobility in the wrists, and just being really thankful for the wrists. Without our joints, without healthy moving joints, our life would be a huge struggle. So smiling to the wrists. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the elbows. All right, so bring your attention to the elbows and just feel some movement in the elbows and smiling to the elbows. Okay, cool. And then shoulders, just kind of bounce up and down. All right, smiling to the shoulders. A nice easy breath. Shoulders are the most mobile joint in the whole body. They have the biggest range of motion. All right, cool. And then lean forward and shake the shoulders out. So we're shaking the back of the shoulders out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, great. And then lean back and same thing. Shake the shoulders out. So shaking the fronts of the shoulders out, kind of like a monkey. Okay, and lean forward again. And smiling to the shoulders. And then go back. All right, and then neutral once more. Okay, nice job. Okay, now we're gonna do the hip. Okay, so go ahead. So and lift one leg, and we're just gonna shake the leg out. Okay, so first we'll focus on the hip. All right, so as you shake the leg, just concentrate on the hip joint and smiling to the hip joint, the most stable joint in the body, the strongest joint in the body. Thank you, hip. Okay, and then the knee. So bring your attention to the knee. Let the knee relax. Let the knee mobilize. And then the ankle. Let the ankle jiggle, smiling to the ankle. And then the foot. Right, so the feet. And here you can kind of think about like maybe just any kind of tension, like a salt shaker. Right? It's just leaving the leg, leaving the foot. Okay. And then switch legs. Right, so start shaking. Now we'll start with the hip. All right, so tension on the hip. Feel that movement. Letting the hip breathe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, hip. All right, and the knee. All right, the knee is one of the most precarious joints in the body. And with that comes a lot of frustration. So we take a lot out on the knees, but that's, not helping anything. So thank you, knee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. All right, and then the ankle. Go down to the ankle. This little joint that supports basically the entire weight of the body for most of the day. Pretty insane. So thank you, ankle. And then the foot, all right, shake out the whole foot. Any tension leaving the body, kind of like you're shaking droplets of water off. Okay, and then relax. Yeah, nice. That really warms up the hips for sure. Okay, nice. And then let's bring our hands right onto the abdomen area. And we're just going to start to shake and jiggle all the abdominal organs. Okay, so you're just going to feel that area. Close the eyes, take easy breaths, and try to relax the belly as much as you can. And see if you can sense the internal organs jiggling. And so smiling to all of them. So you have the stomach on the upper left side, right below the left lung. Thank you, stomach. And right to the left of the stomach, we have the spleen connected with the earth element, the color gold. Thank you, spleen. Then on the right side, below the lungs, we have the liver, very big organ, another vital organ. Thank you, liver. And then right in the middle, right, just coiling and coiling and coiling, you have the small intestine. All right, taking all the food through, absorbing a lot of nutrients. Thank you, small intestine. And then wrapping around it, kind of like the letter N, is the large intestine. So it starts on the bottom right, comes up the ascending colon, absorbing water from our food, and across the top of the small intestines, the large intestine is the transverse colon. And then down the left, we have the descending colon. And then out the colon and the anus. All right, great. And then the bladder and the genitals. It's smiling. All right, great. And then let's bring the hands over the heart area. And the same thing, right, just shake, Relax, relax the chest. And take a deep breath. Feel the lungs. Thank you, lungs. Absolutely amazing. And the heart right next to the lungs. Right, thanking the lungs and the heart. All right, great. And then go ahead and relax that. And let's just take our hands on the face and just rub the face any way that feels nice to you. I just kind of rub, massage. We often really only touch our face if we're trying to get something done, like if we're trying to clean it or put some lotion on it, or if we're itching it, or whatever. But we don't really often just feel the face just to feel the face, and it feels so good. So thank you for all these muscles that help us express ourselves. Thank you for these eyes that help us see the amazing world. The nose helps us smell. The mouth helps us talk and taste. And the ears help us to hear beautiful noises and sounds. And of course, the skin helps us to feel. All right, great. And then go around to the scalp, to the scalp, and then just massage the scalp, top, the sides, the back, temples. Just feel everything. All right, great. And then the back of the neck, you just gotta use your thumbs to squeeze the back of the neck towards the spine. The neck supporting the head almost all day. Another one of those parts of the body that doesn't get a whole lot of rest. Thank you. And then go ahead and squeeze the shoulders, the upper back. Yeah, deep breath. All right, cool. And then squeeze the shoulders. And then squeeze the arms, the upper arms. And then squeeze the forearms. All right, great. And then the hands. All right, rub the hands together. All right, great. And let's stand in Wuji again. All right, so feet apart, a comfortable distance. Put a little bend in the knees. All right, even out the weight between the balls of the feet and the heels. Tailbone heavy, elbows bowed out, palms back. Shoulders relaxed, crown of the head gently reaching up. And then now just sense how the body is feeling. Right? Sense the awareness maybe that we built. Maybe some ease, right? Whatever you feel. Right? Notice the breath, notice the body. Okay, nice job. All right, go ahead and relax. Okay, nice. That's a really great way to warm up the body. Okay, so let's take the feet apart about the shoulders distance and let's just twist. Okay, so first we'll just start with the arms just relaxed, right? Let the arms just swing like ropes. You're good. And then transfer the weight, right, from left to right. When you twist to the left, shift the weight into the left foot. When you twist to the right, shift the weight into the right foot. Yeah, nice. And if it feels good, the, you could also just like lift the back heel. So for some people, that feels nice. So you lift the back heel and just get like a little more easy sense of a twist. So whatever feels better for you. And let's take some deep breaths, long exhales. So this is a clearing exercise, and exhales help with the clearing. So deep breath in through the nose, long exhale through the mouth. Okay, nice job. So we're going to stay with the twist, but now we're going to knock on some energy points. So with a soft fist, that the front hand will tap the lower belly, and the backhand will tap the lower back by the kidney area. Okay, so we're gonna twist and let those hands nice and firmly pat those points. Okay, so twist and let the points be firmly tapped. So obviously you don't hurt yourself, right? But do it firm enough so you can really feel it. So the body, is very durable too. And actually, that being like a little bit, the, the, for lack of a better word, I'll say a little bit rough. It's actually really good for the body. A lot of people that go through their life so carefully that if they just get like a little nick or bump, they freak out because they can't take it. So, feel this. Okay, nice. And then we're going to bring the front hand and we're going to pat the upper chest. All right, so the hand on the back will stay on the lower back. And then the front hand will tap the upper chest. All right, this is really good. To help clear out the lungs, really good for the immune system. All right, deep breath. Okay, nice job. And then we'll take the upper hand now. Then with an open hand, we're going to just kind of slap the upper back here. So the back hand doing the same thing. And the upper hand, like kind of giving you like a pat on the back. Yeah. Okay, nice. And then take that upper hand and we'll slap the outside of the shoulder. And so we'll go like this. Let's slap the outside of the shoulder. Good. Deep breath. All right, good. And then back to the upper chest. And then back to the lower belly. Okay. And then pause. Okay, take a moment there. Let's just feel that. All right, so stand in Wuji. Right, tailbone drop, fingers gently reaching down. Crown of the head gently reaching up. Softness in the face. Sensing a breath. That last exercise is really, really great at stimulating a lot of energy throughout the body. So just what does it feel like? No need to answer that with the words, but you could just ask that internally, what does this feel like? And then just wait for an answer. Okay, nice job. Okay, let's do some joint opening exercises. We've done this one before. So we'll take the hands out in front like this, and then reach back, right, palms facing up, and then reach out, bring the backs of the hands together, and then bring the palms up, and then repeat. So reach back, palms up. You can lean forward if you want. Arms out, backs of the hands together, palms up, and then repeat. Very good. So just creating a nice flow. And really get into your breath now. So this is our first kind of the continuous, the circular movement. And so we're just going to get into a nice rhythm here. And of course, the breath can help with that. There you go, nice. And try and match, strength, match the control and direction of the movement with ease. So a lot of ease, a lot of gentleness. Obviously, there is some effort here. Great. And then when you're ready, go ahead and switch direction. So palms will go out like you're serving something and then part the curtains. Yeah, exactly. Great. And then maybe now you're feeling the movement kind of unfold through the body a little bit more. Maybe you feel the spine start to become a little more fluid. And if you wanted to now, like you've done this before, so if you wanted to, as you spread the arms out, you can gently rock the weight into your toes. And then as you reach the arms back, you can bring the weight into your heels. So when the arms spread, the knees gently straighten, come into your toes. And then when you reach back, knees gently bend, weight back into your heels. Just to play around with something a little bit added. Easy breath. You're nice. And then just try that for a few more rounds. All right, great. And then relax the arms down. Okay, so let's take the arms out like this. And then bend the elbows a little bit and bend the wrists up. All right, bend the knees slightly. And then chin down to the chest. And let's just roll the neck from side to side. Make a nice opening in the neck. It's one of my favorite neck stretches. And deep, easy breath, nice and slow. Really enjoying the sensation, gradually moving in and out of the stretch. And maybe you can feel the sensation begin right in the neck and then just really gently creep down all the way, the arm down into the fingers. So this is called the brachial plexus nerve root, a nerve area. It goes from the cervical spine and it innervates everything in the arm all the way to the fingers, just like the sciatic or the sciatic nerve goes from the hips down to the leg. The brachial plexus goes from the neck into the arms. All right, great. And then chin back down to the chest and relax the arms. Okay, let's take the hands to the hips and let's do some hip circles. All right, cool. So just feel it out. All right, just kind of start making the circle at first. And then now bring your attention to your feet. Make sure that you're nice and rooted in the feet. And for me, it feels nice to try and keep the weight as balanced in my feet as possible as I move the hips around. So try not to, actually shift the weight all into one foot. Try and keep the weight really balanced. And you'll do that by moving the head and the shoulders basically opposite of the hips, right, to counterbalance the weight. Yeah, nice. So if you notice, my hips are moving one direction and my shoulders are moving the other direction. All right, deep, easy breath. All right, and switch direction. Okay, cool. So let's bring the feet together and then bend the knees and cup the knees with the hands. And let's make some knee circles. All right, so start with your grounding. Right, make sure that the feet are nice and secure into the floor. Notice the breath. And then just moving the knees basically as like perfect synchronized swimmers, moving exactly with each other. Relax the hips, relax the ankles. All right, and switch direction. All right, and then bend and straighten the knees. And glide the knees forward and back. Okay, great. And then come on up. Okay, so let's do one more standing exercise, and then we'll make it down to the floor. Okay, so feet apart, about shoulders distance, put a nice bend in the knees. Take the arms forward, palms forward, thumbs facing down, and then reach the palms up towards the ceiling. All right, cool. So tailbone dropped. Very good. So legs are nice and rooted, and then start to lift the sternum. So tailbone dropping, sternum lifting, shoulders down the back. There, guys. Keep the elbows bent. Yeah, good. And then lift the chin, little back bend. Easy here. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, reach forward and then fold forward all the way down to the floor. All right, so hands down and let the knees be really bent here. Take a deep breath. If it feels good, you could just bounce and pulse. All right, so just kind of rocking the chest up and down. Let the head really relax. Let the neck relax. Take a deep breath. All right, then bend the knees and push into the feet. Inhale, roll the back all the way up. And take the arms up. All right, tailbone dropped. Lift the sternum, little back bend. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward, extend, and then relax down. All right, deep breath. If it feels good, bounce and pulse. Let the head swing. Long exhales. Okay, bend the knees, push into the floor. Inhale, round the back up. And take the arms up. Big breath in. And exhale, reach forward and fold. Good. 2 deep breaths if you want to bounce and pulse. All right, push into the feet. Inhale, round the back all the way up. And reach the arms up. Okay, nice. And I'll add a side bend. So as you exhale, side bend to the right, and then fold over the right leg. And then exhale, go through the center, turn the palms up, over to the left leg. Inhale, side bend up through that back bend in the center. And exhale over to the right, fold over the right leg, come through center, and inhale up to the left. All right, nice job. And then just follow your own pace. Follow a nice circular flow here. Keep the legs nice and secure. So don't be afraid to use your legs here. Use the strength in your legs. It'll really give the upper body the feeling that it can relax a little bit more. All right, keep the core engaged. All right, great. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and switch. Switch direction. Okay, with your last inhale, give that one nice little back bend, lift the sternum, bend back. And as you exhale, relax the arms down. Okay, nice job. Let's come to Wuji. That's for a moment. Knees bent, tailbone dropped, palms face back. So like a little kind of space in the armpits. If there was a breeze, you could feel it in the armpits. And then gently lifting the crown of the head. Okay, and then just notice what the body feels like. So really observing that the effect of that last exercise. So you might feel the heartbeat. Right? It's a little bit uplifting. Any other sensations that you can sense? All right, great. And let's bring the feet together and then bring the palms right over the lower belly. And we'll finish the standing portion with bamboo swaying in the wind. Let's take a nice deep breath. And then on the exhale, just let the breath go. Like you're taking the leash off of a dog. Just let the dog do whatever it feels like doing. Let the breath do whatever it wants to do. And then just start to let go of control of the body. We're trying to lightly keep our focus on the body, just enough to keep us standing up. Otherwise, let the body relax more and more and more. And if you start to feel the body rocking and swaying, and just relax into it. And just let the earth absorb any tension that we're allowing to unwind. Okay, great. And with your next inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. And a soft bow of the head. Take a moment, just bow into the space. All right. Namaste. Okay, from here, let's come down into a seated position. Let's take a few moments and get comfortable in a seated position. All right, great. And then once you feel kind of settled, just take a nice deep breath. Okay, and let's just actually try a little experiment before we go into the meditation. So open your eyes and just look around the room at all the things. So look around the room at all the objects. Just notice all the objects, all the things. Okay, good. And then just after you did this quick survey, just kind of determine what takes up the most space in this room. All the things you're looking at, what takes up the most space in the room? And then notice that what actually takes up the most space is space. So now look around the room and bring your attention to the space instead of all the things and the objects. So just really gently looking around and just bringing your attention to the space that is all around you. Within this room, there's a window, you can even see all the space outside. Right, and then go ahead and let the eyes close. All right, and now let's bring the attention to the body. All right, so bring the attention to the breath and just let the body relax. And being that you're pretty experienced, you can probably drop into a settled position relatively quickly. Okay, and then just notice the kind of the outline of your body. And we'll do that by sense first. So maybe you notice what you're sitting on. You can notice the feeling of the clothes on your skin. Maybe you can even feel the air on your skin. Maybe there's a little breeze. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. And then notice the space around your body. So notice the space directly around the body. And recognize that your body is not being confined by anything, but there is a spaciousness that surrounds the body. And you might feel the body just kind of relax into that awareness. Right, and then begin to sense the space in the room. So begin to sense the space that you are in. And you might even notice sounds when you do that, because sounds move through space. All right, great. And then maybe you can notice sounds outside. I'm not sure, but see if you can just get quiet enough for a moment to sense maybe distant sounds, maybe underlying sounds. All right, great. And then start to expand your space awareness to the space outside of your house. Maybe you can even see the house from like an aerial view. And noticing that there's nothing containing your house, there's space all around it. And then zooming out a little further, maybe you can see your neighborhood or your street. Nothing is confining it, there's just space all around it. And then zooming out a little further and seeing the city, and then California. And zooming out, seeing the United States and Canada and Mexico, seeing North America and the Caribbean and South America and across the Atlantic, Africa, and seeing Europe, seeing the Middle East and Russia, China, India, Southeast Asia, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and all the islands in the Pacific, and then the whole world, Earth, floating in space. And what is supporting Earth, floating in space? And then you see the sun and the moon. So you could say that Earth is being supported by the sun. And then you see the sun is just floating in space. And you can see the solar system, all the planets and moons revolving around the sun. Everything floating in space. Now, what is supporting the sun? Well, you could say the galaxy. Zooming out, seeing the galaxy. What is holding the galaxy? Well, at the center of the galaxy is a black hole. The inward pull. It's sometimes said that death is the inhale of God. And then zooming out, seeing clusters of galaxies. What is holding these galaxies in place? They're just seemingly floating in space. Obviously, this is something that we cannot comprehend, but obviously there is an order that is holding everything that is impossible for our mind to grasp. And then zooming back into our galaxy, zooming back into our sun and our solar system, zooming back into our planet, which is already just the tiniest speck from where we were. Zooming back into our continent and country and state and city and house, and then the space that we're in. One reason that we start to take life so seriously is because we never spend time in space. And without space, there would be no movement, there would be no light. It would just be dark compression. And so space is what really allows for life. Space is never created or destroyed. but all the objects, including this body, arise and then disappear within space. Space holds everything. And you could say that space is awareness. You could say that space is God, holding everything, allowing everything, never separate from anything. And so that part of you that recognizes space, the part of you that recognizes that which is always there, I'll read to you from the Upanishads. What cannot be seen with the eye, but that whereby the eye can see, know that alone to be Brahman the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be heard with the ear, but that whereby the ear can hear, know that alone to be Brahman the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be thought with the mind, but that whereby the mind can think, know that alone to be Brahman the spirit, and not what people here adore. God, what the scripture is saying, is formless consciousness and the essence of who you are. Everything else is form, is what people here adore. And here, just sitting in silence, in stillness, remembering that silence and stillness is what allows for all sound, for all activity. And so it's connecting with that part of you that is silent, that is still, and then allowing everything to happen. And then in silence is true prayer, which you could say is receiving the word of God in the moment. Okay, now very gently, just notice the breath. And as you start to take in some deeper breaths, let everything relax around the breath. And start to feel the body. If you want to, you can move the fingers, move the jaw, any movements that feel nice. All right, and then with an inhale, let's reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, take the hands to prayer right in front of the heart. And softly bow the head forward. And please take a moment and thank yourself for your practice. Thank yourself for your time, for your attention, and for your open mind. And take a moment, thank this body for all it allows us to do. And thank God for space. I wish you a great rest of your day and a great weekend ahead. Namaste.